be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl, 17 carries over 100 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 140 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Yellow. I got you. Check. Check out 61. Match box.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside to 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They will run with Ware. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested, because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Watch the slack, watch the slack, watch the slack.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
48 for Mike. Here we go. Mike.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He was looking for Watkins that time. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15, San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or he'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns in the 4th quarter.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
It's brought in here by Willie Snead. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Jackson now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And out of bounds right around the 20.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
Watch 36 tonight.
You don't see me in your nightmares, son. Yellow. You don't see me. 15.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Watch 36.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, hello. Attack.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Running on first down with Ware. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Check right.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Again, it's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. McCoy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end. On second down, it's Williams, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. 3 bucks. Yellow. Finish the game. Finish.
Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Good job. Easy. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
already know what time it is. Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, flash, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blood is back then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Ladies and gentlemen.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback here, man.
Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Eluding the pressure right, and the Chiefs are going to get him.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
To try again after the sack. Prescott. That's complete to Kyle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Second down, Prescott. He'll let it fly for Austin. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
56, right there, 56. Come on.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. He finds an opening past the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there for KC. 47 yards on the ground. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 24.
54 is Mike. 15. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 3rd and goal. The defense in the dime.
Can still bring pressure.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper, but it'll be 2nd down from the 21. It's 2nd and 10. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Under. Shit. Bumps up the hill. There we go. Kill. Check. Lucky. Wait. There we go. Kill. Switch it, hey. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Here we go. 46. Here we go, D. 46.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Sliding out of the pocket to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cooper again the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Kill. 47.
Prescott from the gun. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Finding room at the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there. Scrambling for 11.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm coming. Switch.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. On 1st down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's get it.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Don't let him breathe. Go. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Come on.
54.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28.
Let him know, let him know.
Hey, I need one over here. Color. Easy.
Echo, Mike, 54's Mike.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 28 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Now
Prescott. Flush to his right. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. A great return there of 22 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Forbath will put this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Mahomes now to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Alpha. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. All day. 80 weapon. 54. Yellow. 54. You must look at that.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's complete to Kelsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on him.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 30. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 66 yards. They come out here in the eye. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Attack, attack!
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Take me up.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown pass as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for the Cowboys. 46 yards. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He may try and run for this. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And an alley to run. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one That puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
He's going to rifle one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the night, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Let's go, baby. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On tell you, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Prescott to throw on fourth. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. A gutsy decision there going for it on fourth, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road,